I love that tip you gave earlier about finding your own niche.
Yeah,
You know?
you got to have your own niche. You got to find out what works for you. I do a certain thing. My brother does a certain thing. That's what we want to do. But that gets us home. Well, look at this. Hanging on.
That's what you forgot. The Windex.
Yeah, the Windex. But you got to have your own thing. You got to run. A lot of guys will like to run a triangle so they can get home all the time, and they know the people they're dealing with all the time at this city or in this set and what they've got, where it goes. I mean, that's how we've always done it, and we've been very, very successful doing it.
I love it. No, thank you so much for your advice, sir.
I mean, it is. I tell people that all the time. They want to run the system. I can't make no money doing that. I said, they want you to run the system. You find what works for you. You know what I'm saying? You got to find how to get home and make your money. That's the whole key.
So when you talked about what, 40 years married?
Almost.
And you said your right-hand person.
Right here.
Right here. How'd you guys get so lucky to have each other?
I don't know. She puts up with a lot, I'm telling you. And she's even-keeled and got a lot of patience to live with me.
I love it. That's great. And I wish you guys the best.
Oh, yeah.
Look at the way you guys just hold each other. Oh, my gosh. I wish me and my girlfriend could have this type of relationship.
Well, I tell you what, it's been like this our whole lives. Since we were kids. 20 years old.
Yeah. It's beautiful.
Yeah, we've been blessed, haven't we?
Yes.
Truckers, welcome to the Asian Mind Show. We're here with the mother trucker himself that actually watches the show.
Absolutely,
so
all the time.
I appreciate you so much. So, please introduce yourself, sir.
My name is Terry Hockaday. I'm from Port Byron, Illinois. This is my brother Jerry's truck right behind us.
Oh, right behind over here?
Right behind us, sitting right here.
Look at that.
I come from a family of truckers. I've got 3 brothers who are owner-operators. My dad was an owner-operator for 50 years, so it just come natural.
So we're talking how many generations back?
Just my dad and us, and then we got some nephews that are doing it now.
So it's going.
It's been going on for a long time.
So your family's keeping America
going. Absolutely.
I love that. So how many years experience you got now?
I started when I was driving a truck when I was about 17 with one of my brothers, and I've been an owner-operator for 37 years. Bought my first truck when I was 22. Come natural to me. I had 3 brothers and a dad. So it was pretty easy for me.
God bless you, brother. And I really do appreciate everything you've done, brother.
Oh, I tell you what, but we've had a lot of fun out here. When you get to the truck with your brothers and your family.
How cool is that?
Because we're real tight. We're real tight family because we've done this our whole lives.
So that's good,
ever since I've been around trucks my whole life. I moved my first truck when I was 12 years old.
Ain't that something? That's real trucking right there.
A B model Mac. My dad said, "Go over and move that truck, get it out of the way," and he hop in it. He knew I knew how to push them buttons and shift them gears.
Hey, I love it. I love it. So, what do we have behind you? People like talking about the build. I like talking about the history of the build.
Right.
Everything under the sun, because I'm always curious.
Yep.
And I love it because you love it as well.
Right.
And I
exactly.
just want to give you your flowers and show homage to you
while
we're here. So what do we have behind us?
This is a 1988 extended hood Peterbilt, which was built October 5th of 87. So it's a super early 379. It's a 2-owner truck. I bought it from the original owner. It's been garage kept its entire life.
Wow. Where'd you find it?
It come from Decatur, Illinois. And I bought the truck from a gentleman, and he had bought it brand new. He pulled the tank with it, and it's sat in his shop every night. And when I bought it from him 6 years ago, the truck sat in my shop every night of its life.
And did it look like this?
Yeah, it had the similar paint scheme. A lot of the paint is original. What he did, we just changed a whole bunch of different things on the truck. Repainted a bunch of different things on it. This is my hobby. This is what I do.
Hey,
I work in my shop.
What you do.
I got 2 other Peterbilts beside this and a long wheelbase cab over. So I'm truck crazy. Okay, we put the bumper on, of course, the lights. Painted the back side of the bumper. Put lights all in the back side of the bumper.
Oh wow.
Okay.
That's that extra that people don't see.
Yep. Exactly. I put all brand new tires, brand new wheels on it. Painted the fenders, painted the headlights, put the headlights on it.
Let me check it out.
Hey, check these out. This is cool, man. This is some cool shit here. People don't even know what those come off of.
Man,
But
that's cool.
put a 359 grill in it. Everybody says you can't put a 359 in the 379. I says bullshit. Right there's proof.
Wait, how'd you do it?
I tell you what, all you got to do is measure it out, redraw all the holes in it, because I wanted to put the Kenworth grill bars in it.
Yeah.
Okay? So we put the Kenworth grill bars in it. We put the airplane wing back on it, painted it to match. We put a 12 gauge visor on it. We put the dummy spots on it. We got a 12 gauge air ride front axle on it. Stainless boxes on it. Those are from 4 states. The boys down there built those. I debanded the air cleaners. I shortened the lids and I painted them to match the truck, tops and bottom. I didn't know how that was going to look, but it turned out pretty good. You know,
It looks sexy as hell. All right, I like it.
And then I painted the mirror brackets, changed the mirrors, changed the stacks on it. I just did this. This is why it kind of looks. I moved the tanks up 14 inches because with these old when Peterbilt put these 29-inch tanks on these trucks, they set them back so you could put fuel on a double bunk. So they set way back. They actually, this bracket was right there. So and this looks cool, all tucked in. I mean, it's just all.
It looks clean.
Yeah, super
looks
clean. Super clean.
It looks
Run
clean.
all the hoses out the back. You know, I got them set up here, but I got them to run out the back. WTI fenders on it. New Peterbilt wheels, new Michelin tires on it. The deck plate was on the truck. All the deck plating was on the truck when I bought it. This was a really cool truck when I bought it. We just made it cooler. You know?
All I gotta say is it sounded like it was kind of cool, and you put in
I put my touches.
99% more work into it.
Put my touches on it. Got a custom built light bar on the back. All
Look
my
at that.
hoses come out the back. This here is one of my favorite things right here. People don't know what that is.
Tell people what it is.
Okay, that is a replica of a straight axle off of a 32 Ford. And that should have had a Ford emblem on it. I put a Peterbilt emblem on it.
Hey, I love it. That's amazing. That's amazing. I know it.
But
it looks
that
great.
that I got on a cab over Freightliner. It was painted. I spent about, I hate to say this, about 6 hours because that's a piece of cast, sanding and polishing and that. And it took me forever to find that Peterbilt emblem to fit in there.
Oh,
And
man.
that's actually a refrigerator magnet. I found it on the internet. And it fit in there perfect, man. It fit perfect.
Oh, I love it. I love
It
it.
fit in
No,
there perfect.
It looks good. Now, looking at this, can we see the inside of
Sure.
the cab? I'd hate to ask if we can see the engine too. What do you think?
Yeah.
Wow. Look at that.
I've got part of the dash painted on it because I had to make that panel for it. The rest of the dash is getting painted. The whole interior is getting gutted this year, and I'm going to redo the whole thing.
Redo it?
Yeah, I'm going
You
to
mind
redo
if I do one
No,
step?
go ahead. Go ahead.
Is that okay?
Yep.
Just want to respect you, sir.
Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Right there is a good trick. Everybody looks at those splitters right there and says, how in the hell do you shift this thing? What is that? That's just a double splitter. That's a 15 speed with two speed splitters on it.
That's real interesting.
I
love
mean, people look at that, they don't have no idea how you work that. But it's just something different. I like different stuff, you know.
Hey, you got to be you, you know. And
Yeah.
even though you don't really drive this truck,
This truck works. This truck works.
and you're housed under CRST.
Yep.
You know what? I'd hate to say it, but you might have the nicest truck with CRST.
Well, there's another one right there.
Hey,
That's my
big-
brother's truck.
That guy's your brother. You don't, you know.
Yeah, we're well known there as far as our equipment is. I mean, we've
love
always had really, and the reason we work for CRST, we have a terminal right here.
Makes
And we
sense.
do a certain thing, and we do only that. You know?
I heard that. You don't give up all the secret sauce.
No, well,
don't give it
you
up
can-
all.
when you're in the trucking business, you got to have your own niche. You got to do something that makes it works for you, where you get to be home and all that. You know.
I love it. No,
But,
thank you for that.
Yeah.
You know what? This title is going to be coined the nicest truck at CRST.
There you go, man.
And then people are like, "What?" And they're gonna see it. Now, can we see the engine?
Sure.
What we got going on? All these mother truckers are wondering who's revving. Someone revving over here. Someone's hanging out.
Yeah, you got to remember, people, this truck actually works for a living.
So there's a work truck right here. So let's see what a work truck looks like. It's looking pretty clean for a work truck.
Yeah, it does it good. I mean, I just put this 12 gauge front axle on it. I didn't have a chance to paint any of this, but it's all in primer, ready to go. And I run all my hoses inside and then use all this braided steel for a nice clean look. Even if it's under the hood, you don't even see it, but I like that nice clean look, you know.
What model cat is this?
That is a B model, 4 1/4 B model. Best, one of the best. Me and my brothers will argue that the 4 1/4 was better than the 400, but they're both B model motors.
You're gonna get some comments.
They're the best ones, man. And I tell you what, that motor right there, you can tear that motor apart on the side of the road and fix it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, 6NZ are great motors. You can't tear them apart if you ain't got the right harness. Put it this way, I don't want no sensors and no harnesses. That's the whole thing.
We'll leave it at that.
Yep, that's it.
We'll leave it at that.
Exactly.
You know, and your brother, is he here as well?
He will be here. He will be here. Yeah.
Yes, later on, maybe you'll introduce me.
Yeah, I will. Yeah, like I say, his truck's sitting right there. It's a beautiful extended hood 359, long wheelbase. Everything's up to date, modern truck. I mean,
so if anything's gonna look almost as nice or just as nice,
it's sitting right there.
And that's the blood of yours. So
yep,
I love it. So
exactly.
Tell me this: with all your years of trucking, you know, I love that tip you gave earlier about finding your own niche.
Yeah,
you know?
You got to have your own niche. You got to find out what works for you. I do a certain thing. My brother does a certain thing. That's what we want to do. But that gets us home. Well, look at this. Hanging on.
That's what you forgot. The Windex.
Yeah, the Windex. But you got to have your own thing. You got to run. A lot of guys will like to run a triangle so they can get home all the time, and they know the people they're dealing with all the time at this city or in this set and what they've got, where it goes. I mean, that's how we've always done it, and we've been very, very successful doing it.
I love it. No, thank you so much for your advice, sir.
I mean, it is. I tell people that all the time. They want to run the system. Oh, I can't make no money doing that. I said, they want you to run the system. You find what works for you. You know what I'm saying? You got to find how to get home and make your money. That's the whole key. You got to be at home. That's what I say. You got to be at home. You got to spend your home time.
I love it. I appreciate that.
And you got to have a good woman. I've been married for almost 40 years, so I've been pretty blessed.
40 years.
Almost.
I'll tell you. So with that advice, you know, the relationship, because most people, they're trucking out here for their loved ones.
Right.
What's the number one key with trucking to keep that relationship whole?
For me, guys that are gone all the time, that doesn't work. I mean, that just don't work. You got to spend some effort to be home with your family. You know what I'm saying?
I love that.
You have to put that effort in. A lot of guys just want to make money. Guess what? That money ain't gonna be no good if you don't have no family to enjoy it with.
I love that. I love that. So this truck right here, it sounds like last shout outs, dedications, people that got you where you are now. Anything that you want to let people know before we let you go?
It's all in the family. I mean, it's all in the family. It come really easy for me because I was the youngest out of 5 boys, and my brothers and my dad had already done something. So if there was an issue or a problem, I knew how to fix it because I had their guidance. It was easy for me. I can't say for my other brothers, you know, it was a little harder for them, but it really come easy for me. I was very lucky. I was very fortunate.
Oh, you're such a humble guy, man. So at the end of the day, anyone you want to say your thanks to?
I just like to say my wife for everything.
That was smart, so you don't sleep on the couch.
No, I mean, it's for her. I mean, she'll be out in the shop helping me do stuff she shouldn't be doing. She's a little bitty woman, and she shouldn't be lifting the things that she does, but she still does, and I need that second pair of hands. You know what I'm saying?
Because she's your right hand?
Oh, she is my right hand. And she's sitting right over here. She's a great woman, and she lets me do what I love to do. You know, I mean, that's what I love to do.
So blessed, so blessed.
I have been. I can't say enough how blessed I've been.
Hey, that's great. No, I appreciate you, sir.
No problem, man. I enjoy doing it, and I love your show, dude. I really do.
Nah, it means the world to me. Thank you so much.
It's fun. I watch it all the time. I've watched every episode you've had.
I appreciate you. Thank you.
No problem, man.
Yes, sir. Good stuff. Yeah.
All right.